welcome to Podcasting Notes. This is just, royal rant. I'll keep it light. Holy Spirit, I'm going to read the energy that is just what I'm being led to read right now. I've never been a competitive person when it comes to another individual. I tend to try to, steer clear of people who try to compete against other people. The only time I find myself in some sort of competition is, if I had to think about it, would be my marching band days, y'all. And even then I had a whole band of people to go against another, band. It wasn't just my one solo self, we was gonna challenge anybody. We was gonna do it as one band and in one sound, the force. It was a machine, That's the only competition I ever found myself in. And even then I had a group to do it with, and we all were in sync. We all knew our roles. We all knew our step. It takes a lot of memory and control and discipline to be a part of a unit like that, to have the outcome and the success that we've had. I was a team player. It was great. That's the only competition that I've ever had to really, just if I had to find myself in. But when it comes to this individual that wanted to compete against me, she is irrelevant. It's just irrelevant. So when it comes to competition, there is none. If you find yourself, ladies and gentlemen, out there wanting to challenge an individual because of their individuality, you've already lost the competition. The only competition should be yourself. Because I want to be better than I was last week. I want to be better than what I was 5 minutes ago. So I would have to work within myself to figure out how to raise the vibration for myself to be a better person for my own self's sake. This particular person was threatened by my self-love, by my walk with my Creator, so much so that they just could not believe that it was God who was in control of my life. Couldn't believe it. And so this individual tried to do things to trigger me, which made them look silly, because I actually kind of looked up to the individual, doing the thing in life. But lo and behold, you never know who's jealous and envious and find themselves wanting to compete against your self-love for yourself. See, the person, couldn't see their inner beauty because they were too dark. This person wanted to dim my light and have me so broken like them that they were trying to get me to jump on their bandwagon of hatred and envy towards a lot of low vibrational things that just didn't resonate in my spirit. So I would look at them like, you really into these kind of things? You watch this kind of stuff? I thought you were better than this. Maybe that triggered her too, because I was like, when I turn 40, there's still hope for me out there. God is the one that's going to send me my person. Why are you showing me this? You feel like you can't get a person because you 40 something with kids or something? I don't know, and then they tried to throw their degrees in my face. This person got college degrees, master degrees, and whatever they choose to find their interest in, they gonna go get a degree for it, which is good. I ain't got no degrees. I ain't got no degrees in my life right now. But that don't define who I am. I'm happy. I'm whole. I don't need certain doctrines and medallions to make myself feel loved. No, you can take all that stuff away and I'm still going to love me. Sad to say that with all that education, all the master's degrees, that this person couldn't seem to master themselves. So much so that they had to go into the spirit realm. Became a tyrant with no self-control, but wanted the control of others. Tyrant. To try and attack me spiritually now. And thought that I wasn't going to be able to pick up on it energetically. I'm in good vibration. God going to shine the light on those who are operating in the shadows. And this person was one of them people. Hiding in the shadows, throwing darts and daggers at my energy to get me to feel like them. Because I'm empathic. This person would do targeting word magic We all know no weapons formed against me in physical and spiritual shall prosper, whether that be by words or whatever. It won't prosper. And that's for you too, listening. But for her, could that be, spiritually trying to spy, but they can't find nothing. But if you in my energy, I'm just going to have to I'm going to expose you and report you
to the fullest extent of spiritual and judicial law.
I am. So she would go and ask me questions about my weight, about my stomach, about just my vagina. It was getting too personal. My kids, if my kids know about good touch and bad touch, just some weird stuff. And I'm like, why she asking me? Now it makes sense. She trying to attach something by way of witchy word magic to our essence. I feel like, and I could be wrong, I want to be wrong, that you are going in spirit molesting the children's essence and taking their innocence.
Like whatever you do in your dark coven, spiritually raping people.
That girl was doing it. And then she would come and get her services, because I used to run a beauty service, and she would come and get her services, and she would want me to pluck her chin hairs, and that's what I do, because it's a beauty essential, and we do that. But this time she came back, it was a full strap of hair on her. It was like she was throwing stuff at me, trying to put it on me, transfer her energy onto me, but it was backfiring on her. She asked me about my stomach and my weight, and she come back looking like she done bloated and 8 months pregnant. I'm like, you all right?
This was around February of 2021.
She seemed irritated at that point, like she kept coming a little more. I'm like, why she coming so much? I just seen her. She don't usually, and I said, you know what? God said, stop giving her these services.
Shortly after that, I was finding stuff planted in my house that wasn't mine.
And then when I cut the services off, she thank you for the past 5 years. I wasn't in service for 5 years. What you talking about?
I've known her since childhood, y'all.
Whatever this person was trying to do, the Holy Spirit, we had to cut it off before she could ever get it started. They was trying to back me into a space of where I was supposed to be beat down and depressed. And what got me was the happiness and the joy that that people would bring to me. And that's how it triggered her. That's how he make you feel? Girl, yes. His heart stars and horseshoes around here, and I didn't understand it, and it is what it is. And she couldn't stand it, and ever since then, she been trying to make me feel insecure about my age, my just the skin I'm in, y'all, because she was uncomfortable. But it's to the point where, with all them degrees and medallions and all of that education, you would think somebody would have the sense enough to just understand that you are your own competition.
It's called self-awareness. Self.
And when you find yourself having to feel like you got to compete for somebody else's individuality, like you just want to take my life from me and you want to go walk in my essence, you already lost. You are a loser. You could never stop or take anything that God has from me ever. You will die trying. Everything you love will end completely. A wrap. You will find yourself trying to cross over burned bridges.
And before it all started, I gave you an 11-minute segment on those bridges. You remember, girl?
You will find yourself knocking on the doors of the very person you cursed and cursed over and over again, needing them for their help now.
You're going to have to go to God for that mercy.
These are the kind of things that you wish for yourself, because what you put out there is what you're going to get. And I would never wish this on a person. But when God showed me that this is just who you are, guess what? Karma is who you are. And surprisingly, this person wanted to just use me as they experiment and teach me a lesson, whatever that lesson was. I didn't sign up for your courses. And you are a loser and a coward
with no confidence. How dare you?
And this is not how my ancestors do it. You can't just come and look at me in my face trying to see if your magic is working. Go back to your cooking station. Come back and tell me certain things again and see if it's working. Get pissed off and come back and see if it's getting work. Now you got fender benders on your car out the blue. You homeless running in and out of hotels.
But this is what you wanted from me, huh?
You trying to figure out this and that and the third. Like, don't do that to me. Don't project that upon me. I don't live that kind of life. I don't wish these kind of things for people. You shouldn't be out here doing that to people because you upset, because you not happy, and people are actually happy in the light of God. Then had the nerve to admit to me she guess she's just dark and stuff.
And hear my empathic self go, oh, no, you're not.
Don't do that. There's something wrong with you. And it ain't for me to sit here and try and figure it out. But I don't compete to people that don't dare compare to who I am. And that ain't to be arrogant or haughty or none of that. I would think that that's what everybody would be doing, focusing on their own self. Not worried about, is that how they make you feel? That ain't my position. I don't care. I'm happy that you happy. But y'all be mindful of those people who questioning how you feel when somebody make you feel how they make you feel. Be careful with that. And then they come back with something that's depressing. Like women getting married at the age of, I'm not 40, but women getting married after 40 with kids, ain't nobody gonna want them. That's what she wanted me to believe, because that's what she believed. Sat there and told me she was going back and forth in the conversation group chat with people about, I didn't look at you to even do that. Like, you do this stuff? I didn't even know you was interested in that. It don't trigger me. That don't trigger you. No, it don't bother me. No, it don't. It really don't. But you told on yourself. So whatever you're reaping is your karma. I just don't want you in my energy, because this is what's going to come out. And I'm letting this stuff go. It serves no more purpose. But people need to know that you got issues. There's something mentally wrong with you. And I feel bad for the children. And again, I could be wrong, but I feel like this woman was going into spirit, messing with children's essence and their innocence. I really do. And this person has been trying to attack me ever since because of my psychic intuitive abilities. And I see the truth, because that's what she said. It's up to you to know what's true.
Even that was a little spell casting thing. She a little spell caster, y'all.
And then she's, oh, you've always been the type to just focus on one thing at a time, huh? Yes. And next thing you know, before I was aware of the spiritual attack, I am in total discombobulation with just projects all over the place. Just all over the place. I'm like, because usually I could focus on one thing at a time. And ever since she said that, it been so confused. But God showed me who you are. It's so funny that you can't come and step to me and say, I'd rather you take your chances to just express yourself verbally versus messing your life up in the spirit. Don't nobody deserve to be in a purgatory state in darkness with the devil. I don't want nobody to feel like that because they don't know their inner beauty and their light. I would rather you say, Crystal, I got a problem and I get irritated when I see you happy and I want to heal from that. Versus going to go spend nights with the devil trying to come against God's light like you ain't going to be seen. Getting other people tied to your negative attachments and karmic attachments. Now they got to go deal with the devil and God together.
For thinking they could ever come against me or compete against me for no reason at all, other than the lies you told.
You up here causing hell for everybody else that ain't got nothing to do with what I got going on. But you dragging them down with you because you can't defeat me on your own.
Y'all better stop and think if it got to take all y'all to go after one person who really in control around here. Holy Spirit, you better talk to him.
I'm right here in your face. I was in the palm of your hands. But you would rather go mess up your soul. You would rather go drag other people's soul down with you. Don't do that. Y'all come out from over there with that lady.
All is forgiven.
Understand the truth. It's something wrong with somebody who think that they can go against God's light. You better take God with you when you coming against me. You better be able to discern the spirits when you go ask about me. Because this person was clearly acting out of pure jealousy and hate.
And I'm going to leave it right there. God got me. That's all I got to say. Y'all be easy, be well. This stuff is real. If you have ever wondered if you were being spiritually attacked and you've had some sort of previous dealings with me or encounters with me versus this individual, just, a random friend invite or just something, because this person has a whole, what they call them people, trolls. What is it called? Gang stalking crew. Yeah, it's like, if you feel like you've been a victim of this spiritual attack, if knowing me, it's kind of like they try to place the blame on me because I am a spiritualist. But what they don't understand is that, the people who feel like this, they're being attacked by this particular individual amongst many others who speak against me and my purpose, okay? Who's tried to demonize my spiritual awakening, my God's light, my essence. Those people will go off in spirit and cause all kinds of calamity and disruption in the lives of those who care about me and who I care about, especially those who support me. And these are high caliber individuals that I do respect, and they take, from just family and friends. And if you find yourself, being a victim of this, then, there's some things going on in the background that's being watched and monitored. Okay, y'all, because it's a lot of people that these people tried to target that did not deserve this, and they tried to accuse me and my spirituality for it. And it's just time to call it. It's just time to call judgment on it and to get the necessary people involved. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening, and I love y'all. Take care.